Hello，欢迎各位回来，快速通关 crossover 中文剧情。算了一下，应该倒数第二集啦。我们今天打的东西没有 BOSS，也没有小兵战，应该没有，没有。然后就顺着跑剧情跟跑一些解谜的东西。好，我们终于看到 Metal Gear，但是这里对话很杂乱我每跑一次楼梯都会听到呼叫一下。
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files? Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
这里真的要吐槽一下，因为他们不停讲话就对话，我要跳来跳去，有录2次，我的背景音乐不太好，大家不要太追求。
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
Snake, I did it!
You got past security?
Bingo!
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think that data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
Damn. The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
好，然后这里有一段路是比较麻烦的。如果你不是在手机上面玩的话，你可以选那个任何一个炸弹或者是投掷物，你可以通过切换那个 R1然后取消你脚步声，不然你在下面就会碰到那个敌人，他会往回跑就发现你了。
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid.
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the President will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the President's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India... I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the President will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion. $1 billion?
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Foxdie vaccine in our demands.
Foxdie. It killed Octopus and the Armstech President. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Foxdie was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
Well, he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Galukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Galukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Arms Tech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
Snake, I found Baker's top-secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the President was talking about? It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes. It's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in 1. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that? Damn!
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake! This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
好，我们的卡片丢到那个水沟里面了，我们要下去找。然后在逃跑的时候，一开始有个士兵冲过来嘛，你要小心一点，不要把它摔到桥下。摔到桥下，好像那个杀人的数目好像也是算你的。然后我自己会觉得整个游戏最不稳定就是现在这个找那个票卡的部分，因为我看了在我以前练那个speedrun 的时候，其实我看了一些解说，他那边好像没有固定的办法可以让你的那个票卡很快的出来。 剧情上他是被一只老鼠给抓走了，然后你就不停在排水沟那边去找那个老鼠在哪里。以前我不会的时候，就是追着老鼠跑，然后追到它，把那个票卡丢下。但是现在其实你可以用那个地对空导弹，那个 Stinger 那毒齿导弹，然后把它射下来。但是那出现的部分我没有很掌握。然后它在这些水沟里面出现，然后我会就不停来回这两个大方向。有些时候它也会在地图的左下角，但是几率我记得应该就不高嘛。然后说一下就是那个地对空导弹，你在远处可以锁定那个老鼠，但是不保证你射过去的时候那个老鼠会不会跑掉。然后我印象中这个水沟里面也有个炸弹，我忘了也是不是2周目才会有，因为我这个存档没有破关过嘛，没有2周目，所以好像跑了很久录了2次再跑这个水沟也没问题。所以我很在想那个每个人说那个有那个炸弹的阴险的部分那个恶意好像也是2周目才会发现，然后不停扫，这次真的不太好，扫了几次都没有。通常如果你运气很好的话，就在刚刚那个出口的部分马上就会找到。如果运气特别好的话，你在那边在第一次扫到，有，那不行，太低了。然后你看到刚刚也不一定射得中就是第一次，如果我们抬高一点也不一定射得中，因为它会飞到墙上，那个老鼠可能已经进去了，已经进去的话也是会慢一步，所以这个我觉得我还没掌握任何可以让它快速可以我刚刚明明就是那个看到它嘛，应该说我扫过那个部分是没有老鼠嘛，但是我走过去的时候它刚好出来，所以运气真的不咋地。好啦这里有1分多2分钟吗？我已经狗屁完很多东西，但是我还是没有找到。好，在这里再看一次。好像是进去了还是怎样？应该有可能是已经进去了。你看右上角那个地图嘛，我猜刚刚那个是已经进去了，所以我在外面怎么射都射不到。所以那个遥控导弹也不是万能，你不能穿墙的把它杀了。因为你在里面杀了，你也拿不到那个票卡。来，再来一枪，中吗 ？Yeah, I did it。好了，慢慢来，还行。之后我们先回去把常温的那个票卡给放进去。我刚刚有说过，这个顶楼的那条路我们是经过那个。手榴弹或者是任何投掷物去取消那个脚步声嘛。如果你不取消的话要么你就把它杀掉杀掉也用那个追击枪也可以但是如果你没有的话，你硬冲进去也可以，因为它的那个好像是会有剧情的时候，它会把那个 alert 给卡掉。详细我没有测。有测过，好像是，因为我在2次录影的时候都有失手的部分讲一下那个，因为我是用手机玩的，我用手机玩，哪怕我连那个手柄有外置的手柄，但是它的 R1 因为重量的问题我没有办法。你看，就有些时候会按的频率不够的话，它就会就是漏掉它就会看到你，然后你进来就刚刚好没有，就那个 alert 就会不见了。好，我们准备插第1张票卡， 但是要提一下，你要在那个电脑正前方才切换那个票卡，不然的话你会插进了第二电脑，然后你要花时间要重读那个动画。
PAL code number 1 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2, freeze the key.
好，第二部分就是找一个有冰雪的地方，然后把那个飘卡变成蓝色的。然后可能这一期比较沉闷可以讲一下现在这个部分，你可以经过不停切换那个R1，你在普通难度底下你是可以直接跑出去，然后就冲过去，然后他也看不到你，因为你把那个声音给烧掉了。你也刚好在他转弯的时候经过他的后方，所以他不会发现你，你也不用故意去杀他，因为这样让你的评价给下降，不太杀他不太划算的，因为你根本就可以躲过。然后如果听说你在最高难度底下，你是要等一拍，然后让他的时间不一样，你才能冲过去。之后因为这些步骤比较重复，我就不特别去提了。然后我可能等到后面一个有需要解说的部分再慢慢的讲一些小东西。到这里应该要说的东西不多嘛，所以我就这里还是继续讲一下比较好。你在那个冷冻的地方跟那个熔炉的地方，其实你都可以直接跳码表。你在那个 Speedrun 的网站里面就看一下，有些是好像是1分钟还是40多秒。有些叫你听音乐，但是我觉得是看码表是比较准的。如果你真的在意那个时间的话，因为我现在一来我放下了很久，我没有过去查是多久，大概1分钟吧。然后二来是我是用手机玩的，我没有另外一个码表，我就没有慢慢去录，我就没有慢慢去数或者去弹，所以我就固定的在现在这个部分把那个票卡拿出来，就用最原始的方法嘛。然后在那个熔炉也一样，因为熔炉部分其实它也不会先转常温再转那个熔炉高温，你是直接在熔炉的部分你去算1分钟，大概1分钟嘛，它就可以达到那个变换的效果。它很快就变，如果之后的话从冷冻状态到常温到熔炉，它也是同一样时间就可以达到了。然后我可能在熔炉部分再讲一下吧。然后现在这一面应该都是纯跑路的，我就没有东西可以讲了。
goes pal code number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
What was that noise?
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox Dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah.
Well, apparently, Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the fox dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
好，我们这是到了熔炉，然后到了这个蒸汽房。通常我也会在这个蒸汽房最里面把那个备弹衣拿来拿一下备弹衣嘛，因为反正时间还是要等，然后资源也足够多，我就过来拿那个玻璃 armor 去伤害好像是减半的，但是你在最后一战是没有办法用那个玻璃 armor。你在最后一战跟 Liquid 打的时候是单对单所以也没什么太大的用处。那主要我现在拿这个是因为我在打 Metal Gear 的时候，我没有100%掌握它的节奏，所以我还是有可能经过一些换血的部分，跟去完成那个快速通关。然后因为这一期我们也时间也差不多了。后续还是有一段大剧情我这里就可能解说先到这边，大家可以慢慢的看那个最后的那个叫嘛，那个很大的阴谋。最后我下一集才会打 Metal Gear， 然后因为这里真的有点长，我的手机这样录可能录不下去。好感谢大家收看大家可以慢慢看剧情，还有10多分钟左右。好，下期再见，拜拜。
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi.
What?
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Dye.
Huh? You weren't.
You were injected with Fox Dye as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake,
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Dye was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
PAL code number 3 confirmed. PAL code entry complete. Detonation code activated.
No, why?
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
What the? The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
me, dear brother.
Liquid, how the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute. I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.